Hey everybody, welcome to Law and Society. Please subscribe. Today we're going to talk about the cost of Trump's major combat operation slash regime change or not, a war or not, obliteration again. It is costing the American people $1,000 million a day. I wanted to say 1,000 million because when you say 1 billion, the impact it has on people is that we simply can't comprehend how much money that is. But we know that $1 million is a lot of money to the regular American. And $1,000 million a day is what the Iran conflict is costing the American people. And Representative Himes, who is the ranking member in the Select Committee, House Intelligence Committee, says that this cost could go up to about $2 billion a day, which is $2,000 million in one day. So far, if you were to go by the projections of the Defense Department itself, we have spent over $7 billion so far in the last week, which is 7,000 million in a week for this war. University of Pennsylvania Wharton model projects that this operation that Donald Trump has undertaken in Iran is projected to cost $210 billion. That is $210,000 million. And that is more than the SNAP benefits would have cost the American people for a period of 10 years. $1 billion was spent even before the attacks started against Iran, because all of the apparatuses had to be moved, all of this different battle groups had to be assembled, and operating these aircraft carriers and these armadas take a lot of money. So we are at over 7,000 million at this point. And where's that money coming from? It's coming from the cuts of Medicaid and SNAP. It's coming from the cuts of social programs, education programs, health funding, and the ballooning of the national debt. And despite the fact that Donald Trump's tariffs brought in over $160 billion in tariffs, that's $160,000 million in tariffs, it's not enough to bring down the debt because, first of all, according to the Supreme Court, that money needs to be repaid. And that is now being litigated in the Court of International Trade, and then it'll go up to the Federal Circuit Appellate Court because Donald Trump's regime is not going to make it easy to get that money. But all of that is not helping bring down the national debt because of Donald Trump's investment in the Department of Defense and in the Department of Homeland Security. So think about where we are as a country, where we are, to this world, willing to spend money on a short-term military operation to regime change and upend foreign nations. And that is a bigger priority for Donald Trump than the cost of living, lowering the cost of living, then providing Medicaid for those who need it, then the SNAP programs for those who are food insecure, then the public education program that has held up and given Americans an edge for decades, or health funding that has kept American communities safe from contagious diseases like hepatitis, like HIV, like measles, rubella, and now those diseases are coming back. That's where we need the money. But instead, millions and millions and millions and millions, thousands of millions, $1,000 million per day. $1,000 million per day. And $7,000 million so far since I'm recording this. You'll probably, by the time you watch this, it's probably going to be at 10 billion or 11 billion or 12 billion, because it goes up by $1 billion at least every single day. Is that what Americans want? Is that what we elected Donald for? He promised he would be the peace president. He promised he would not have any boots on the ground. 6 American soldiers have already died. 18 have been injured. And on the other side, thousands of Iranian civilians have died, and many in their military as well. Hundreds. But from the American perspective, one American soldier is one too many to die for this war of choice that Donald Trump has waged. And we need to raise our voices to call on our representatives, call on your Republican representatives and flood them. Flood their voicemails with this rebuke, this refusal to accept that we are spending billions, we are spending thousands of millions a day when we don't have proper health care, and health care subsidies from the ACA have been suspended because they expired, and now healthcare is skyrocketing in the United States. And gasoline is skyrocketing, and the cost of living is going up. But what does Donald Trump do? He spends money on his major combat operations / regime change or not, / war or not, / obliteration again. How much do we, as the American people, have to put up with before we say this is enough? Thank you for listening, everybody, and I will talk to you soon.